Episode 6 of Bosch. Legacy starts with Ellis and Long shaking down a plastic surgeon after he leaves for a home visit. When the doctor can't pay, they demand more money from him in a few days. Matthew receives a text from an unknown number telling him to meet at a restaurant he had previously seen the FBI at. When he gets there, it's actually Harry and Chandler waiting for him. Matthew tells them they caught him in a lie about the schematics for the shipping container, forcing him to work with them. Chandler tells him to keep them informed on anything the FBI tell him as the case progresses, and seems hurt that he betrayed her, and tells him to go, leaving his job up in the air. Chandler receives word that the DA's office will be scheduling a hearing to discuss whether to remove Bosch from the Parks investigation after he visited the victim's house. Elsewhere, Mo goes on a date with Jade, and she explains she was cagey with him because of an ex-boyfriend who had been harassing her and blackmailing her by hacking into her family's medical records. At the hearing to decide on Bosch's involvement in the Parks case, Chandler manages to argue that since Bosch used his real name and gained access to the house legally, he shouldn't be removed from the case. With the judge in agreement, he then calls Chandler into his chambers along with the prosecutor and DA. He thinks the Foster case is an open and shut one, and urges them to work on a plea deal. The DA offers second-degree murder with 15 years to life, and a possibility of parole. Chandler insists Foster deserves his day in court, but says she'll inform him of the deal. To which he declines. Maddie arrives at work and is met by the assistant DA who wants an update on her victim impact statement. Maddie insists she's not the victim, and they should focus on Dockweiler's rape victims. Mo goes on another date with Jade, and learns more about her hacking issue, and she tells him the server is only accessible on site at a pharmaceutical company. This leads the jazz-loving hacker to dress up as an inspector and gain access to the building, and he copies the security guard's keycard and connects to the company's system in the server room. He tells Jade all he needs now is to fake or obtain an employee's credentials to gain access to her files. Harry meets with detectives Pierce and Vega who are assigned to the Allen case, and they tell him Allen had previously been arrested for sex work and drug dealing. But it all stopped 3 years ago. They don't believe he stopped doing it, but that someone on the inside was looking out for him. Harry asks them to find the last cops to arrest Allen, and he also takes a look at some of the pictures from Allen's murder scene. Harry goes to the crime scene and knocks on doors in the building overlooking the alley. Tenants in the buildings insist there were 2 murderers, and they heard doors slamming and a car engine. Harry tells Chandler about the 2 murderers theory, and comes to the conclusion that Allen must have been unconscious when he was strangled as there was no struggle. This still leaves them needing to figure out how Foster's DNA got on Park's body. Maddie seeks advice from Chandler about her victim impact statement, and she tells her she doesn't owe anything to anyone. She also speaks about her own experience with Rogers, and her need to not let the perpetrator have control over her. The day of Dockweiler's sentencing arrives, and Maddie attends to give her statement. She insists Dockweiler is not just a kidnapper, he's a rapist, and she considers herself lucky compared to his rape victims. She then tells Dockweiler to look at her, and tells him he deserves everything coming to him. Harry tells Maddie he's proud of her, and tells her the pain may never go away, but today is a big step forward, and Maddie agrees with him. Mo tells Harry that he noticed a few things on Lexi Park's phone logs, including a call to a repair shop, which Harry then decides to check out for himself. The man in the repair shop confirms Parks called about a watch repair, but doesn't reveal anything else. Ellis and Long have been tailing Bosch, and follow him to the repair shop, and after he leaves, they storm in and tell the shop owner to tell them what they told Bosch. He says it was just concerning the repair call made by Parks, but Ellis shoots him dead anyway, along with his brother who is also present at the scene. They make it look like a robbery and spark a getaway. The episode review. Episode 6 is another fantastic chapter, with the second half of Season 2 gathering pace, and leading up to a dramatic few episodes ahead. Maddie's trauma from the Dockweiler case is revisited in more depth this week. However, a line has potentially been drawn under this storyline, as the Lexi Parks murder case will inevitably take center stage leading up to the finale. Madison Lintz plays the trauma her character experienced very well, and shows why she's now one of the main characters in this show. Mo Basso continues with his own little investigation, and it proves to be an entertaining little side hustle for the series, giving this previously underused character a chance to shine, and he does. Top quality entertainment as always.